Doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but I'm break.
What's up, everybody? Another episode, Parlay with us. You got myself, Stony Crook, Hustle Stacks. Sean Doe's off today. Mr. Beans, he should be coming through momentarily. Week 16, my bad. Week 16, NFL. We got the college football playoffs on the horizon. We got NBA, we got college basketball, hockey. We got everything going on right now, man. And, we're here to bring you some good content, good info. Later on, we'll give you some best bets. Hopefully, we can make some money. But, man, it's a wonderful time right now for sports fanatics out there, man. What's good with you, Stacks? What's going on?
Shit, what's good with you, Stony? How everything? You ready for the holidays?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm getting there, I'm getting there.
I'm with you. I'm a notorious late Christmas shopper.
Oh, yeah, same here. We in the same boat, man. No bullshit. I ain't never gonna do this again. But one time I almost passed out in the mall one time. I try to do everything in one day, man. It was a moment in that time in the mall. I had to sit down.
Yeah.
Up, man. I had to sit down. I was feeling kind of funny, man. I was like, let me sit down for a little bit, man. That's how crazy it is. But we ain't doing that no more, man. We definitely gonna, start early and slowly but surely get there.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. I think all men are notorious late Christmas shoppers. I think probably 90%.
Oh, yeah. I agree, man. It's like, it's always so much going on, man. And, we have a habit of just pushing it to the next day. Next thing you know, we only got 2 days, man, to knock it out, man. And you don't want to be in that situation, man. Let me tell you.
That's a bad situation to be in.
Oh, man, it's a bad situation, man. But I started a little something, man, so, there's progress there. And it's not that much, that I got to get anyway. So I admit Christmas been getting a little better the last couple of years because, everybody kind of came in agreement like, let's not get too crazy, because, we're always getting each other stuff throughout the year. And
yeah, I'm with you, Stony.
You know what I'm saying? Really no reason to.
I co-sign that. About your Christmas, I ain't real big Christmas guy. We buy each other shit throughout the year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you just get little shit here and there, nothing crazy. I'm the same way.
Yeah, you get them what they need, man. You get right to it. Instead of buying all that other stuff to make it look nice, you just get that 1 or 2 items that's effective. Something that they're gonna like, they're gonna use it right away, and they're gonna enjoy it. So that's the key, man.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, man.
When the kids get older, you know what I mean? This is what here it is, B. You get a gift card for some fucking coffee or something.
Yeah. No, it's easy because the stuff they be wanting, man. Just that one thing, man, is like it's like worth probably like 10 gifts, So
yeah, word up, right? But back in the day, we was happy with a couple pair of jeans or some shit. Like, oh shit, I got some clothes. I'm living right now.
right, man. So. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, let's just jump into this sports world, man. You got a lot of good things coming up. NFL season's getting tight for a couple of teams, man, vying for that playoff spot, division. You got injuries here. I mean, man, the Lions, oh man, they got bad luck right now, man. They lost their running back, one of their running backs. So they dealing with a situation over there. Mahomes is gimpy. Everybody's banged up, heading to that finish line, man. But, they're going to have to man up because nobody's going to feel sorry for them,
Nah, exactly. Kansas City's in a good place right now where I think they got like a couple game lead where they can actually probably rest Mahomes for one, maybe 2 games. And still, if they lose 2 in a row, they still will have a lead going into the AFC. I think Buffalo got 4 losses, I believe. So I think Buffalo got 4 losses. Kansas City only got 1. So if I'm them, I'm sitting Mahomes. Like I'm gonna go ahead and because start my man Carson Wentz, sit Mahomes, rest him, you know, let Pat do his thing in the playoffs. I mean, if they lose, so be it. I mean, they wasn't supposed to win last year. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
Right. They wasn't supposed to win last year.
A lot of people picking against them this year, but you know, I think if they don't get knocked out this year, we're looking at a dynasty. I'm just telling you right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
if they don't get knocked out this year, we're looking at a dynasty. Even if they make it to the Super Bowl, I think you could consider them a dynasty, man, because damn, I think they've been 3 years in a row. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, they got a streak of going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, going to the Super Bowl.
3 years in a row. I mean, I think the year they didn't make it was the year that
Burrow went.
Exactly. That was the year Burrow.
They lost to them in the AFC Championship game, I believe.
Yeah, they lost to Burrow in the AFC Championship game, man. That was the game where Tyreek dropped. That was the last Tyreek game. I mean, that was Tyreek's last season with the Chiefs.
So you're looking at, you know, Chiefs Patriot-esque run. You know what I'm saying? Patriot-esque run. They having a hell of a run, man. So shout out to them. I mean, I hope they don't catch us, but it looking like they possibly could.
Mahomes, but he got 3, right? No, 4.
Nah. He lost to Tom against Tampa.
Then he won that following year.
Yeah,
he beat San Fran twice.
Beat San Fran twice. I think
and he beat the Eagles. So that's 3. Yeah, so he has 3.
Yeah, he close. He knocked. He in the neighborhood. He ain't on the block.
Is he younger than Brady was when Brady won 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to be.
Yep.
He has to be.
Yep, he has to be. Because I think Tom sat behind Drew 2 years, right? 1
2
year.
years.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years, because he made his debut in 2000, right?
Yeah.
2000, they won the Super Bowl in 01. Yeah, so 2000, they won that Super Bowls at the 01. No, am I saying it right? No, I think it was 2 years. 99 and 2000, he was on the bench. 2001.
I think he came in. I think he came in for Drew halfway through the second year. I think it was halfway. Remember, I don't think he sat full 2. I think he sat 1 full.
It was it had to be 01.
Yeah.
01, definitely, because 9/11 and then the Super Bowl was the following year.
Yeah.
Which is, it was the whole post 9/11. So yeah, it was 01. But yeah, man, Mahomes is on his way. I mean, he's looking good, man. Hey, but it's gonna be tough because you see, after we won the 3, it was a good hiatus before we won that 4th one. Teams got better. Teams figured out a way to beat us. That particular Patriots team, because that was a different Patriots team than the one that won the last 3.
Yeah. Yep.
That first 3 was more Brady managing, running the ball. He'll make some plays here and there.
Defense was top notch.
That second run, it was offense. It was the Welker. It was the running back coming out the backfield catching. It was Moss, and they just had that type of culture. The last 3 is all Brady. The last 3 was him, winning shootouts. As you can see, that shootout he had against Mahomes. It was pretty much the shootout. It wasn't so much the defense holding us down. It was Tom Brady holding us down in the last 3. So
the shootouts against Flacco.
Those battles. So we'll see what Mahomes transition to. Like if they was to win another one.
Yeah. And then
it will be remarkable, but I think it's going to be a very tough road for them, man.
Yeah, that's what I tell, like, and Patriot fans, just relax a little bit, man. Let us put a product. I mean, goddamn, we had a legendary run that's never heard of, like,
and you're never going to see it again either.
Yeah. I mean, the run had to end. For all y'all fans who think he's gonna be rebuilt overnight, god damn, like,
no way. It's no way.
I knew going that it was no way. I mean, I would maybe Gerard might have caught lightning in the bottle like my man from Houston did, But now look, Houston, they came back down to earth their second year. So it's like his second year. So D'Amico Ryans. So
D'Amico Ryan. Yep.
Yeah.
D'Amico
So it's
Ryan.
like you gotta let. And then look at the record of every first year Patriot coach. Just look at the records. Google that, and then talk to Mayo.
Yeah, they horrible.
I think Bill won. I think Bill won one game.
Yeah,
he won two. He went. I think he went 2-14 at the time.
Yeah, then Bill Parcells won 3.
Right.
You know, like you said, they got to respect the process. They got to give the chance. What's up, fellas? This is what's up? I'm in here, Mr. Beans. Stony Cook, what's up, family? Hustle Stacks, what's up, family? Sean Doe, I know what it is. You'll be here shortly. Yeah, man, I just jumped in on y'all conversation. I was running a little bit late, man, as y'all can see, man, but I'm here. We doing it another Thursday night. We got an NFL Week 16 review on deck. We got a game tonight, a Thursday night game. I think it's the Broncos Chargers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Broncos at Chargers.
Broncos at Chargers, pretty decent game. So, you know, Thursday night's been good. Yo, Stacks, remember Thursday night used to be horrible?
Yeah, they both need a win, too. Both of them need this win.
And they both need a win. Yeah, so, you know, Thursday night games now is like, you know, a big thing now. I think, you know, with the streaming, they putting in, they fighting for those marquee games, you know what I mean? So those some of these past Thursday night games, especially for the past 2 seasons, has been pretty decent. I remember years before people used to snooze at them some of them Thursday nights, you know. But yeah, we got the slate going down. What was going to some games this week? We're gonna give y'all a look on what games is on popping this week. I think we got some college playoff games this weekend, if I'm right, Stacks.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Start tomorrow, Friday night, right? Friday.
Yep.
Okay, start tomorrow, so we could talk about those couple of games.
I got some plays for that tomorrow.
And Stony Sportsbook is on deck. So Stony gonna have
for tonight. If we can watch, if we could get that pick before the game starts tonight, we just got to watch that
definitely
clock.
We'll keep an eye on that clock, and I'll definitely hit that chime when it's time to go. Hit that button. Still under the weather a little bit, guys, but it's crazy. But we gonna keep it pushing.
Shout out to that Chick-fil-A sponsorship too. Shout out to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, look at that, man. You're right, man. Shout out to that Chick-fil-A sponsor, man. Yo, hit us up, parlay with us, man. You know what I mean? You know, y'all only got 2 up here in Massachusetts, or a couple of them. They got a few. There's
2 Chick-fil-A's.
There's like a few. There's a few. They just opened up a new one. From what I heard, they opened up a new one somewhere. Somebody was telling me just recently. Oh, in Walpole, not too far from Foxborough, so close to the stadium. I heard they opened up a Chick-fil-A, you know, which is probably like a couple miles down the road, but it's in Walpole.
That is the only
so they don't have like they got them Stacks, but not like that, man. Like, trust me, around the way here we got Dedham and we got Brockton. There's nothing in between that for that.
Crazy is no matter where I go, no matter what state I am in, that motherfucker always has a line.
No doubt.
Lunch,
no doubt.
Dinner, Stony. I've never seen Chick-fil-A not with a line.
And you introduced
they always got. There's always. Shout out to they service, man. They fast. You don't sit in that line too long, man.
You ain't that line.
They stay moving.
Yo, they service is impeccable. Their service is impeccable, no doubt. And I know we going on I know we're bigging up Chick-fil-A, but yo, I would never forget the first time I had Chick-fil-A is when Stacks. When I went down there on Dolo. When I went down to Tampa to visit Stacks one time, and he was like, yo, right off the airport, like right out the freaking, we was driving, we got across the bridge. He was like, you want to grab something to eat? He was like, you ever had a Chick-fil-A? I'm like, nah. Yo, we rolled up in that joint. I was like, remember that Stack? I was like, yo, let me get that milkshake. I was like, yo, everything was just looking good. Yo, I was wilding. That was my first time having Chick-fil-A. And yo, since they brought it up here, I really don't, on that fast food tip, I really don't go nowhere else.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I co-sign that. As far as
you know what I mean, I really don't mess with like running to no McDonald's or no Burger King, no none of that. Even Wendy's, I don't even run into that. I run into this. Like I'll drive.
If it's a burger joint, I'm gonna do the Wendy's. That's the only one I'll do. If I do it, and that's a big if. Like I'm like Beans, I stay away from the joints too. And the only thing, if I do go to McDonald's, I'll get like a sweet tea and they fry. They fry hot. Gotta be hot. Fries gotta be hot from McDonald's. That's it. But
you're right.
I'm like Beans. I'm the same. And Burger King, I don't fuck with at all.
Nah, I don't mess with that, man. Yo, I'm telling you, like if I had to on the run, yo, those are the only two places that I mess with on the run, man. Because
I agree.
I can't really do it like it's crazy. But with that being said, I hate to jump. I did jump in y'all conversation. I know y'all was talking a little bit about people having a little the rest about the state of the team. It's been ugly up here talking about it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've been listening to these commentators and these pundits talk so getting on the coach, regardless if whatever the whatever it is, I still feel that come on, man, you gotta give people a chance to some mistakes was made during this season. Yeah, there's a big roster. There's a lot to do with the personnel, a lot. Some of it is coordinator, coaching. So, I mean, all these things could be cleaned up and add what we need to be adding, draft what we need to be drafting. And let's see if season 2 can be a little bit more of all right, they're getting on the horse. But, shout out to everybody there on the YouTube side of thing that's chiming in, man. People on the Facebook side and on the Twitch, man. Thanks for coming through, man. This is Parlay with us. We appreciate you guys chiming in. Don't forget, if you have any comments, go down in the chat and jump it in the chat. We're talking some sports. We're talking the Patriots. We are a Boston-based podcast, and it's all love. But yeah, as I was saying, they got to back up off my man really a little bit, bro, like, and give him some room to work. You know what I mean? This media push to try to always condemn somebody is horrible. Like, especially this is sports, bro. Like, the dude gonna get it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then my thing is, you on Gerard, but we giving Alex Cora a pass?
Come on.
But he won, though. That's why.
Yeah, but that was a minute ago. You know what I'm saying?
It was a minute ago, but it goes a long way, though. That's why they back
You know what those stacks? What up, El Pollo Loso? What's up, family? Thanks for jumping in, man. Merry Christmas to you, man.
That's Worcester's finest right there.
That's Worcester's finest. What up, family? What up, Worcester's finest? Yo, no bullshit. Cora was good though. Cora's a good coach, Stacks. No bullshit.
He's a good coach.
He's a good coach, man.
You gotta remember though, Cora's a good coach. Ain't taking nothing away from him. Then he got caught up with the scandal.
Yep.
Got caught up with the scandal.
That kind of slowed him up. That slowed him up.
He left. He went away. They had to remember he went away. Then he came back.
They brought him back. Yo, Cora's that good.
My thing is, I'm gonna hop on with
Cora back because he's that good, bro.
Yeah, he is good. So. But he hasn't won. It's been a minute.
Once again, personnel.
I'm just saying, all I'm saying is it's been a minute. It's been a minute. For me, I think his seat should be a little bit hot. Just a little bit. Just warm it up a little bit. I mean, I think it should be.
After the season, I think, because they look like they're making moves this offseason. They made a couple of key acquisitions. So they definitely given that indication that they're gonna make progress this year, and they're gonna be aggressive on the free agency. But the thing is, with football, it's different. A lot of these coaches, even the Lions coach, he had a horrible season for like his first 2-3 seasons. Even his press conference, he was like off to a bad start. So he had a chance to rebuild. A lot of these coaches, their first year, it's very rare that a first year coach has a good season. It's very rare. It's not something that happens like normally. Andy Reid, he struggled a little bit. I mean, a lot of these good coaches struggled for a couple of seasons.
Only time you see a first year coach have a good year is when he inherits a good roster.
Exactly.
Like you see these first year coach John Gruden won the Super Bowl. Tony Dungy already had that.
Yeah, that was
Tony Dungy already had that team.
They had to give him a shout out too.
That 49ers coach who won the Super Bowl, that was already going the right direction. Shanahan came and built the 49ers up. I mean, he took remember, Stoney took him a while to get to where, if you remember, I think maybe 2-3 years.
Yep.
And then you got other coaches, like you said, other coaches. It just takes a little while for you to get. It's like when you get a college gig, it takes a while to get your recruits in there. You know what I'm saying? Like you coaching with guys you might not even want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want this motherfucker. He under contract. Like we're going. This is the audition tape. Like I'm for Mayo. This is just an audition tape for everybody. For me,
yeah.
I hope Gerard looking at it like this. Like, yo, I see what I got to do. I got not only the players, even the coordinators. Like some of them, that offensive coordinator. I don't know, B. I ain't with him. Be honest with you. I just don't like the play calls.
Somebody told me that this week. Yeah. One of my coworkers said that to me this week. They was like, yo, listen. I was like, yo, I'm talking about the other dude. What's his name? The defensive coordinator. Covington. I'm like, yo, Covington seems like he's lost out there with the way he's coaching up that shit. But then again, my peoples was like, yo, but Van Pelt, he ain't doing no better either. And I'm like,
he ain't doing no better.
I understand what you're saying because there was been some questionable play calls in certain situations that I was like, why did Van Pelt do that there? Obviously he's calling in the plays, right? He's sending in them shits through the headphones. So, some of them were very questionable when it could have went the other way. So yeah, but is he good for the development of Drake May right now? Do they have a commodity, something real solid going down?
They're gonna have to give it a chance. They got to give it a chance because
that's what I'm saying. That's why he might not Stacks. He might not get the axe.
I just hope
he's not gonna get the axe. No. Really, nobody's gonna get the axe. There's gonna be players that's gonna get the axe.
You think Covington's gonna hold too?
I think they are gonna hold steady.
Now Covington.
I think players are gonna be on the move.
Covington made whole beans because that was Gerard's pick. Gerard picked him.
Of course,
so
I know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think Gerard picked Van Pelt. I don't think he picked him. I think Elliot Wolf slid him in there on Gerard. And
yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And don't get us wrong. Gerard's a friend of the show. Fuck, he's fam.
Exactly.
I just wish Gerard would have stood up like, yo, I'm picking my own fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? And I believe I would have Kraft would have rolled with Gerard. Remember, Kraft handpicked Gerard.
That's what I'm saying. That's Kraft's man.
That's Kraft's guy. Like,
and
Kraft
I think Gerard wanted.
But I think Gerard should have just put his foot down. Like, y'all ain't picking my coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna pick my coaching staff. Oh fuck it, I'll go be a coordinator. Cause remember, he was a hot commodity before he even got the Patriots job. So it wouldn't have been like Gerard wouldn't have got a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was interviewing for jobs before that.
Interviewing for a couple jobs. So
yep.
I just wish that I hope this year, next year, he puts his foot down. Like, look, this is my ship right now. I'm guiding this ship, and I'm gonna make changes. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets more input on the players. I hope they let him pick the groceries, like Parcells used to say. It's his team. Let him do what he wants. And then if it don't work out, if you want to give him the Ginsu, say, look, Gerard, this is what we gave you.
And then you give him, and then the Ginsu comes.
Yeah.
You gotta give him a shot. 1 year, all that rhetoric they talking though, bro. It's so aggravating. And I'm a sports radio fan. I like to listen to sports radio, like, you know what I mean? So I grew up watching all these sports and listening to sports radio when I got more of as an adult. But I like the sports radio, but when I hear shit that to me sometimes doesn't seem right, I can't really tune in anymore. You know what I mean? And like I said, the complexion and all that other stuff could be rounding up people and rousing up the mob. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say it like that, but some of that could be part of it.
It could be, but I think,
you know what I mean? Because they got to give somebody, like, too many of these other guys that are out there you talking about. You just talked about the Lions coach who was horrible for years. You talked about this dude down in Jacksonville who then had the reins for a little bit. And these guys are not panning out. There's other guys that's not panning out. And we got to deal with that. You see, and they don't, I don't hear nobody calling for heads like that. So give Gerard a little chance, man, and let's see what is going. Yo, what up, Doe?
What up?
Yo, it's good.
I'm on break, man. I'm out here.
It looked like you was shopping for a Christmas tree.
Nigga look like he in a Hallmark movie.
I know, right? No, you want to go to Hallmark. Back Bay Runner, y'all know I'm mad. Stop fronting. I had to get on, man, with my brother. What y'all talking about, man? I took my break at the right time. What we talking about tonight? What's going on?
You know what we going over. You might not even want to get in on it because you know what we talking about. You know, you're down in the Back Bay of Boston, so you already know what we're talking about. We're talking about the Patriots and the way the media is trying to like destroy my man Gerard and push him out the door before he even get a chance. You know, it's a media-driven thing right now.
He deserves another. I told y'all he deserves another year, man. By the way, you know, but the thing is, man, Bill's skating, and we can't go back there. But you know, the whoever Brian Hoyer said something made the most sense. Y'all look that up. Brian Hoyer basically said Gerard was left in a messed up position. And it's to the point now where it's going too far to the other side now. And you know, and let's keep it a buck, man. You know, a black person can't be mediocre. It's just this is how life is. I'm just keeping it real. Person of color, I just want to say black person can't be mediocre. Right. You could have a mediocre white coach. I don't want to make it about race.
Right, me neither. But exactly. We're losing you a little bit.
On the sports side of it, you losing me? Hold on, let me get. Yep. My bad. I'm not gonna stay on too long because I gotta get back in there. Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to chime in. But my pick for tonight, I actually have some props real quick. So I have Javonte Williams 40 yards.
Hold on one second. So before we do that, since we're gonna jump in, since you're here to give a pick, give me 2 seconds. That way we can go to Stony'S Sportsbook and you can give your picks. Give me 1 second, brother.
Word. Yeah. Cool.
So yes, it's time for Stony'S Sportsbook Live. Yo, we got to do it real quick because we got Doe on there, and Doe got some prop bets for us. So Doe, we'll let you go first since you got your press for time. Give us what you got real quick.
Yeah, I'm pressing. Yeah, I just want to be real quick, man. Sorry, my Parlay family. I just want to show my face, but I have Javonte Williams, the running back. He's gonna do 40 yards. I have a 10 for Herbert is over 21.5. I'm doing total points for the Chargers. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. I want to go 18.5 over on that. And I have 25 rushing yards for my man Bo Nix. My brother Bo Nix, Mr. Beans. You know I had to come to the dark side with my brother Bo.
Hey, I'm surprised you even messing with Denver. Like, I know Sean Payton is not your friend, but
shout out to Bo.
Man, listen.
And I trash Bo Nix, so I gotta take some of that too.
Man, Bo Nix ain't fooling me. Shout out to Bo Nix for throwing bubble screens and the receiver running for 60 yards. He ain't fooling me.
No,
he ain't fooling me.
But listen. The reason why he gonna run because that defense gonna be on his ass. But hey, it's a new year, man. So I'm gonna have a more positive outlook. There's gonna be a more positive Sean Doe on Sunday, regardless of the outcome, my brothers. But I love you. I gotta get back to work, man. Yo, I just want to bump my head in here. Yo, Stony, Stash, Beans, I love y'all, man. I see y'all on Sunday, bro.
Yo, we'll see you on Sunday, man. Thanks for chiming in, man. All right, Sean Doe, man. That was Sean Doe giving you guys some of his prop bets for this week, man. Thanks, Sean. We'll see you. So yeah, man. Moving on. Stony, you could go through with it. Might as well give it because we're like almost 10 minutes left in before the game starts. So
Yeah,
I'll give you another quick introduction because we're gonna have to keep running this so people can see what time it is when they gotta pay attention to Stony'S Sportsbook. Yeah. It's Stony'S Sportsbook, man. Man. So what you got, Stony? Give it to them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just give them like the game that's gonna start in a little bit. Like as far as those other picks, I could give it to them later on in the show. But let's get this game out because it's about to start in in 10 minutes. So
exactly.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. It's -2.5 right now. But no, I take it back. It's -3. It was -2.5, but a lot of money was coming in on the Chargers, so it went up to 3. If you want to buy the half a point, I would recommend you buy that just to cover your ass because this could be a game that comes down to a field goal, or this could be a game that the Chargers could hold them off and win by like 7 or 6. So buy that half a point. We're gonna take the Chargers -2.5. Also, I'll add to that. If you want to play the total, I would play the under 42. I think it's 41.5. Once again, buy the half a point and take the under 42. There's gonna be a low scoring game. I like the Chargers tonight to win like 17-13, 17-10, maybe 20-13, some along those lines. But those two, my best bet is the Chargers -2.5. But I also like the under 42 for the game.
That's nice. So that's for tonight's games, guys. If you tonight game, Chargers Broncos versus Chargers. The Broncos are heading into LA to play the Chargers, and Stony just gave you his bet for tonight's game. Stay tuned, stay watching. We got some more bets coming to you guys. When you hear that jingle to that chime, Stony Books into Sportsbook intro, you need to pay attention, man. You're gonna get some good opportunities to win some money, and that's that, man. You could take it for where you want to take it, man. But Stony has been, his numbers has been great. He's been doing pretty well with his predictions. So keep it up. So yeah, man. We'll get back to some more games once we get into the slate of this weekend's games. So before we move on to this weekend's game, Stacks, what you think? Do you want to talk about? You want to go into the NFL and then finish it off with some college, or do you want to talk about these college games going on since one's starting tomorrow?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna fall into the. I'm more of a college guy. I mean, I love the NFL. Don't get me wrong. I just love the college game. Big shout out today. Big ruling for all you college guys. Now you can go to junior college and you still maintain your 4 years of eligibility. So after you leave the junior college, you get to go to a regular college, Stony, and still keep your 4 years. Well, before when you went JUCO, you had to stay 2 years and then have 2 years left for regular college. So now you can stay.
Oh, okay.
Years total of school. So the cats can be raking that NIL up right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really gonna hurt all these post-grad schools, who guys who would leave and they weren't ready for college. They would go post-grad, sit a year, and then go to college. So those post-grad schools is gonna really hurt them. I don't know how they're gonna react to that. But yeah, that was a big ruling that came out yesterday that they're trying to pass. So that's gonna be big. But I'm liking Notre Dame. Matter of fact, I already told you I think Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is my dark horse.
What's this? Can you give me? I don't have that pulled up.
Yeah, a lot of people like the Notre Dame
for tomorrow's games. Tomorrow and Saturday.
You like Notre Dame to go far. Or, I mean, tomorrow I got them winning tomorrow too. But
I got them to go far, Stoney. I really like. I like their defense. I like the way they run defense. They ever since that little bump they had with Northern Illinois, I think that woke them up. I think it woke them up. I think I just like the way they run the ball. like the way they played down the stretch. I like that coach a lot. I like how the players play for the coach. And that's just the way I feel. I just think they're gonna go far. And I just like that team. That's my dark horse.
Yeah, that is a dark horse. There's people that like Notre Dame as a dark horse, man. There's people like
who they're playing. They're playing Ohio State.
Indiana.
Indiana.
Indiana's playing some good ball too. I mean, I'm thinking this is gonna be a tight game. I think it's gonna be an interesting game. I think Notre Dame is gonna pull away later in the game. I don't think they're gonna like get all over them early. I think it's gonna be like back and forth, tight, low scoring, and I think in the end, I think Notre Dame is gonna pull away. But yeah, I like them as a dark horse. And you know, they a lot of people, a lot of those sports analysts, they like Notre Dame to play, I think, Ohio State as one of those, what they call one of those dark horse matchups.
Yeah.
So to speak. You know, one of those matchups, because you know, you could pick the exact matchup for the college football finals. You could pick that matchup, and that's like one of those matchups they like. That has a lot of value because those two teams are not really expected to get there. But Notre Dame is on the end of a lot of those matchups. There's a lot of matchups people like that involves Notre Dame. It could be Notre Dame versus Ohio State, Notre Dame versus Georgia. But Notre Dame is in a lot of those high value.
Notre Dame would have to play Georgia in the second round. And
okay. Whoever they could play in the finals, a lot of those sports analysts got Notre Dame coming out of that bracket.
Yeah. If Georgia don't clip Notre Dame will go to the finals. I think that. If you look at that bracket, Stoney, they got SMU, Penn State, Georgia, Boise State. Now, if Georgia do not clip Notre Dame, I think Notre Dame will go to the finals out that bracket. I agree with you.
Yeah, so well, you know already, I mean, you think it's chalk. I don't think it's that chalk. I don't think a lot of people are picking Georgia to come out of that bracket, but I mean, Oregon, I'm gonna run with that favorite, man. I mean, they're the most complete team out of all these teams. I don't see any team really getting in their way. I think the only team that may give them a problem, I think, is Ohio State because of their defense and you know Ohio State they looking for that.
Ohio State, I think Stoney has the weapons to score with them too.
Got the weapons to score with them. They got the defense to keep them in control or contained. They just have it. They have everything you need to beat a team like Oregon. And I don't think Ohio State hit their stride. You know, I think if they hit their stride, it could pose a problem for Oregon. So that's the only team I could see, you know, doing anything to them, man. But I like Oregon coming out that bracket, and I like Georgia, man. I like what I saw against Texas the last time they played, the last two times rather, but the last time they played, you know, I saw something in that Georgia team that has me confident with that team coming out of that bracket. So that's why I like Georgia and Oregon for the finals matchup, and Oregon ultimately winning it all.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. Me myself, I'm gonna go on the limb. I'm gonna go opposite of Stoney. I'm gonna go Notre Dame out the one side, and I'm gonna go. I want to say Clemson, Stoney. I want to say this is.
I like them against Texas.
I want to say Clemson.
I like them against Texas, and I might pick them to win too. But that's
I want to say Clemson, but Tennessee. Something about Tennessee, man. I just Tennessee. They good, man. They good, and I think
they're gonna give Ohio State a run for their money, man.
Yeah. I'm not surprised if Tennessee beat Ohio State. I'm not surprised.
Me neither. I won't be surprised. That's also a team that's built to beat a team like Ohio State. They got the weapon. They got the running game. They got a great running game.
And quarterback play is good too.
Quarterback play is good. That's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tighter than what
for me. That's the best game. That's the best game. If you look at that's the game that could be possibly the closest, because Clemson could. listen, Stoney, Clemson could possibly beat Texas, but if that Clemson team show up that then suspect, Texas can possibly run away with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. But I don't think Debo Sweeney's gonna let that happen.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, I agree with you 100%. But if Clemson got ways of playing down to their competition sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then I can see them like slipping and then Texas running away. Now, say something else. If Texas pull a monkey wrench and put Arch Manning in the game, I think they beat Clemson. That's the way I'm telling you that right. If Arch Manning plays, they beat Clemson. And all the viewers out there, don't be so far-fetched because Jalen Hurts lost one fucking game in his college career. Nick Saban went to tour. So
that's true.
Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked when that happens.
That's true. I remember when that happened during the game, right?
Yeah, but during the game.
During the game. I remember that.
He lost his job. Motherfucker lose one game in 2 years and you lose your job. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild, dog.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
It was good though, man. I mean, it wasn't too much of a drop.
Yeah, it's funny, but goddamn, to lose your job.
Yeah, that was bad. That was crazy.
So so y'all basically saying tomorrow's game, both of you guys like Notre Dame.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame. I like them to run with it late. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I'm thinking.
How many games tomorrow? Just one.
A little scoring.
Just one game tomorrow.
No, it's a couple. It's tomorrow. Tomorrow we got 3 games.
Okay.
We got 3 games tomorrow. So
Stoney.
Who's the 3 games tomorrow, Stoney?
Only reason I don't like Indiana because their schedule was Cupcake City, and then when they had to play somebody like Ohio State, they got the doors blown open. So that's the only reason I think Notre Dame is going to get them. I just really think I don't know if Indiana's. I mean, shout out to them. They had a good season. No shit, no Indiana. Shout out to any team that's in this playoff right now. But I just don't think like they played a cupcake schedule. Then they was him and hollering about how they was gonna do this to Ohio State, do this, and got their ass beat.
Got that.
Yeah. So
that was a cause of concern when that happened.
It was. They almost didn't make the drink because of that loss, Stoney. If you remember, they was talking about not keeping them out of them. So
now they're going against a Notre Dame team that's on that same level as Ohio State, maybe even higher. So the reason why I'm saying it's going to be tight because I think Notre Dame they tend to start slow. They tend to be right there in the game, and then I think as the game goes on, as it gets later, they get more aggressive, they get better. And ultimately, they pull away. So I think that's what's going to happen here. I think they're going to be right there, neck and neck with Indiana. And then I think towards the end, they're going to just pull away, man, and beat them by double digits.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, yeah, I see Notre Dame, Indiana tomorrow. And then who else plays tomorrow?
Tulane, Florida, Ohio, Jacksonville. I like Ohio tomorrow. I like Ohio to put in some work. Tulane, Florida. Oh, another thing you got to take into account, the transfer portal, man. That's what I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn about that. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm kind of like
a lot of you allow the transfer when the official season's over. You allow the transfer. Like I know a couple teams had to forfeit bowl games because they didn't have enough players. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like,
so the players choose not to play. Then that's why they choose not to play.
They choose to transfer right away, and players choose not to play because they're on pro. But you know what I'm saying? I don't agree with that. I mean, I'm giving you I'm paying hey Stoney, I'm giving you all this NIL money and I'm giving you a scholarship. Motherfucker, you playing in this bowl game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm playing this bowl game, period. I done gave you $4 million in NIL. You know what I'm saying? Some of these schools is, being you got a daughter in college, it's like $60,000-$70,000 a year.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you a scholarship and I'm giving you $3 million in NIL. Ain't no telling the crib they buy these kids.
That you's gonna be chilling
you ain't playing in this bowl game. Nah, you playing, dog. You playing.
Right. That's their revenue too.
Yeah.
That's the team revenue. I mean, that's the school's revenue too. If they big time players ain't playing in the bowl, and you, like you say, eating up NIL and like other athlete amenities that you're getting, You gotta play. I'm sorry to say that. That's the business. That's the nature of the business. It's business.
Shout out to Dion. Dion said he ain't letting this guy. Shout out to Dion.
Everybody's playing.
Dion said everybody's playing.
Yep, everybody's playing. That's good because you know what? That's going to carry over into next season. You see what I'm saying? So you want to keep that culture intact. You want to keep that Dion way of playing. You want to keep that intact because I think once players start to show that they don't care, it's going to take away from what he's building still and what he already built. He built a culture there, and we playing football, and we ain't going out like that. We're going to finish this season the right way, and I like that, man. I like that, and it's going to carry over to next season.
Yep, that's cool. Excuse me, fellas. So with that being said, man, let's move on. We're going to go on because I know the game's this game already started, but we're going to jump into the NFL. On Sunday, we'll go over what happened in college football over the weekend as far as some of the playoff games. There's one tomorrow, there's 2 on Saturday, I think, like that, or something like that. So we'll talk about those on Sunday. But tonight's game, we already talked about the Denver, Los Angeles. Stony gave you his best bets on that game. But now we're going to move on to, I forgot. There's 2 games on. There's a game on Saturday. 2 games on Saturday.
2 good games on Saturday.
2 good games on Saturday. This is, was this a thing to Oh yeah, they used to be Saturday games right before. Yeah. I'm so because the Thursday game is so entrenched now. I forgot about these Saturday games, but yeah. So we got some matchups on Saturday, guys. We got Houston playing Kansas City at Kansas City. That's a 1:00 game. We got Pittsburgh going to Baltimore, playing Baltimore 4:30. 2 good games. What do you guys think about that? Stony, what you think about that? You don't have to give me no best bets on that, but we could talk about if you want
talk about it.
We could chat on that, and then at the end you're gonna give me your best bets of all these games that we might talk about and not talk about. But yeah, man, what do y'all think about these 2 heavy hitter games for Saturday afternoon?
Well, the key question for everybody is Mahomes going to play. It looked like he's going to play. He practiced, and they saying he's trending in that way. You know, he's trending in that way to play on Saturday. I think he should sit it out. You know, you don't want to risk re-aggravating that injury.
Move. That might be smart, man.
But he's gonna play. I mean, it's not like he's gonna play. He's one of those guys that just doesn't. I don't think he believes in that. I think if he can play, he's gonna play. But whether he plays or not, the Texans, they smell blood. So you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna rush. They're gonna make him run. They're gonna make him work. And that's just the gamble that Kansas City is taking if they play Mahomes. But I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. Just talking about it, I think it's gonna be low-scoring. I think it's gonna be tight. But they risking Mahomes' helps. But that's pretty much what I think. I think they should sit him, but it looked like he's playing.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Stoney. I co-sign that. I think they got a big enough lead right now that they can take a L and still wouldn't stop their momentum. I'm sitting.
Right.
I'm sitting.
Yeah, because Houston gonna try to come at them, right? You know,
they're gonna come at him. They're gonna make them work.
I'm sitting on, like Stoney said. I'm sitting on that, knowing I got I got me a 3-game cushion. Shit, I might sit them 2 games. Stoney, be honest with you. You know what I'm saying?
True. You're right.
It's the ankle. The ankle is one of the,
and not only that,
injury, man.
I'm telling you, that get it right. It is for all y'all who play sports. That high ankle sprain is a motherfucker.
That's it,
right
bro.
Woo! Beans, you know that one.
I know that one. I would never forget high ankle sprains, man. That take you out for a long time, man.
It's tricky because
you won't play for a while. Exactly.
It'll feel good though, and then when you go to make that first cut,
that move, whatever move you intend to make after you come off a high ankle and it ain't completely, and it's sometimes it's never completely, but it ain't solid enough to go 70-80%. Boy, you're done. You're sitting out. So, you got to be careful with that, man. So, yeah, man, I got a couple games. So, Houston, KC, y'all say it. what you call it, should sit down. Pat Mahomes should sit down. But so with that being said, do you think?
I go on the limb, Stoney. I think KC beats Houston without Mahomes. I'm gonna say.
I think they can. I think the defense, because Houston, they haven't been scoring much. Houston,
no, something's going on. Exactly, they offense is
they came back, but that offensive line ain't been the same. And they started off hot, and then I don't know what happened with. I told y'all at the beginning of the year I picked them to have a slump. I told you that. I just didn't see everybody. It's like I tell you, Stoney and Bean, it's all fun and games, so I get tape on your ass. And now everybody got tape on CJ Stroud. It ain't funny no more.
Right. Exactly. He has to continue to elevate his game in order for that tape to still have some kind of length to it. If you don't elevate that game, if you don't get smarter with that game, man, and get a little bit more, I mean, I don't know what it is. Just get smarter with it. If you don't, then like you said, teams will start to say, "Oh, we know his moves, like we know his tangibles."
Once any decent coordinator gets film on you, he'll get you.
They'll get you. So you're right. I've been noticing, and we were all big on Houston last year. They did so great last year. D'Amico Ryan, good coach, good player. Back in his day, and you're right. They came back down to earth. I don't know if they're suffering any kind of little whatever, like you said, offensive lineman. I don't know if it's the receiver things. They just don't have the threat, whatever it might be. But something's slowing down that team, because this right now, if you would have been talking Houston going into KC with a limping Mahomes, you would say Houston. Last year, you would have said Houston would have took care of business. But this year, you can't really say that, even without a Mahomes. Next game, Pittsburgh is going into Baltimore. Pittsburgh, did they lose their last game?
Yes, they did. They got spanked.
Right. So with that being said, Pittsburgh is seeming like they're coming back down to earth. They having some issues. The wide receiver looked like he made some key drops and some whatever happened during his during that game last week. Baltimore was moving on all cylinders last week. So what do y'all think about this game, Pittsburgh going into Baltimore? Can this be something like a trap game for Baltimore?
Nah, but Lamar Jackson is 1-4 against the Steelers. But people that don't know that, I think it's worse than that. I think he's like 1-6 against Pittsburgh. But this ain't no trap game. I think Baltimore has to have this win. They have to have this win. I think Pittsburgh needs to win as well, but I think Baltimore has to have it. I just think they need to win more than Pittsburgh, and I think Pittsburgh will be all right because their defense is better than Baltimore's,
and they clinched a playoff berth.
Yeah, yep. I agree. I agree.
Did Baltimore already clinched?
No, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh clinched. Oh wow,
Pittsburgh clinched already.
Oh wow,
Pittsburgh clinched, but Pittsburgh dealing with some injuries. That's why
that TJ Watt injury is big. Jordan is big. Yeah, they can't afford to go on a little losing streak before the playoffs. I just don't think they want to do that.
Right. But they back-to-back road games. It's gonna be tough for them. To have a good game, especially without TJ Watt. They're gonna be more than likely without their receiver.
Pickens.
Exactly, Pickens. You don't look like he's gonna play. So they dealing with some injuries, and I don't know, man. I didn't like what I saw in Pittsburgh last week. They've been playing kind of. I don't know. They missed. I think Pickens hurt them. Not having Pickens, it did hurt their offense because it looked like Russell Wilson's been having problems. They even threw in this guy into it a few times to just get some type of offense. They back up. They have Fields running some plays.
Yep, they had Justin Fields running some plays. Yep, they showing up there.
Everything. So yeah, they're gonna have problems this week against Baltimore. Baltimore's definitely good. They should win. They should win on Saturday. They need it. Like Stacks was saying, they need to win. They have to win, and I think they will win. They smell blood. They know Pittsburgh is gonna come in banged up, and they coming coming off a bad game. They got banged up against Philly. So yeah, I like Baltimore this week.
Yeah, I agree. I like Baltimore too as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I'll bet against them right now. The way they've been playing. Not a big game, but I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Michael Penix will be the starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons against the Giants this week. It's so funny. I heard that Atlanta Falcons still has a slim chance of making the playoffs in the NFC South.
They mathematically still win.
They're only game behind Tampa Bay. Only one game.
Yeah, wow. They still win it.
So, what do you think, guys? Real quick about the benching of Kirk Cousins to go with the phenom Michael Penix Jr.
He might have played his last game as a Falcon.
Yeah, he might have played his last game.
Penix wins next week, and then he wins the following week. That's it for Kirk Cousins.
Stoney. If Penix gets him to the playoffs, Cousins is gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone. I think what they're gonna waive him. Right, I think that's what they do usually with players under contract. They waive them,
and they're gonna cough up. They'll cough up $100 million. They'll make us go.
They'll explore a trade first before they waive him. They'll try to get somebody to trade.
True.
Somebody may trade for him. Somebody may.
You might have a Cleveland.
Yep. Might have a Cleveland.
You might have a Cleveland.
Hey, Stoney, that's a team stupid enough to do it too.
I mean, they'll do it. Yeah, I mean, that's their MO. You know, that's
Stoney,
they operate.
You think
you might have a Tennessee? You might have a Tennessee.
You think? Yeah, Tennessee.
I don't think so. I think they already had that similar situation with Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think they want to go back. That they don't want to go down that route again. You know, one of those old kind of has-been quarterbacks that were good. You know, when they were younger, I guess. Or good in the past. You know, one of those old veterans that were good in the past.
Now, if you
want to take that route.
Now, if you one of these top teams that's in the draft pick, like the Raiders or the Giants, do you take Cousins and sit your draft pick 1-2 years?
I think that'd be more of what.
Oh, the Raiders! I forgot. Los Angeles, Las Vegas.
The Raiders, I could see that. That's a good situation. Bringing the Cousins. The Raiders, the Giants. You know, you're talking about teams that got ways to go.
Yeah,
they got ways to go, but a quarterback like that, you know,
the Giants might be a good.
Not only that, it's allowing you to rest your young guy.
Exactly. Rest your young guy, which I think is a great thing to do. Especially in the NFL. I mean, the NFL is definitely one of those leagues where, you know, it wouldn't hurt to bench, not so much bench, but not start your number one draft pick quarterback. You know, it's good to have them sit and watch and learn. And it works well in the NFL, man. You got a lot of these quarterbacks that sat out 1 year and they watched that veteran, and, you know, they came in the second year and played well. Due to learning from that veteran and watching the game and learning the game, and, you know, instead of just getting thrown into the fire and then losing their confidence, and some quarterbacks don't get it back, you know. So, yeah, I think that's a great way to bring in a young quarterback.
So I
think if Jacoby Brissett would have played a little bit better, I think Drake May would have sat the whole year. I really believe
true.
That.
Yep.
I think he would. I think. Yes. I think that was the plan.
That was the plan. That was the first plan. Exactly. You're right. He would
have played like he played that first game, which seemed like, you know.
If he would have played like how he played in Indianapolis, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
you know, he had a good season.
The first game against the Bengals, he had a good game. He had a good game.
That's true.
So, I'm sitting having a discussion with Patriot fans like, oh, Drake. I said, dog, Drake May is good. What are you talking about? like that's Drake May. Like, who's gonna say Drake May's not good? Like, they can't.
That's crazy. They don't know what they don't know what they're watching. So yeah, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna just wind it up and call out a few more games real quick. You know, we ain't gonna go down the whole thing, but y'all can shout it out. I'm gonna just keep going. Detroit got to take care of business in Chicago. They do. They just got to take care of business.
They lose one more, Stoney. They got to go to Philly. They don't want to.
They lose one more. They got to go to Philly, and they know they don't want to do that.
Hold on, let's get it right. If they lose one more, Minnesota leapfrog them. Am I correct, Stoney?
No, they don't.
Yeah, because
if they lose this week
against Chicago,
Minnesota will be in first place in the division.
Or they own the tiebreaker because they'll have the same record, I think.
Nah, Minnesota only got 2 losses.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll be leading the division if Minnesota wins. Minnesota got to go into. They got to go into Seattle.
They got to go into Seattle. So
Geno Smith is hurt, but they still got to go on the road, man. That's tough. Minnesota's not really that type of team that I'm very confident in going on the road, even when the other team starting quarterback is hurt. I feel like Minnesota is not like that powerhouse team. I feel that could go on the road and get busy, but still, I think they should beat Seattle. I mean, I don't think Geno Smith is going to play. I doubt it, but yeah,
so
that'll be interesting.
Next interesting game, I think, is Cincinnati's been playing good ball right now. Are they in any shot to get in?
Fuck no.
They out. They out.
No, it's crazy though.
They out.
I know they're out. But Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow are playing their ass off.
They playing their ass off. So they playing against Cleveland. We'll move on from that. Next game, Philly, Washington, big game. Sunday, big game. Big game. We're gonna see what the young boy can do against what Philly got going on. Philly is steamrolling. Stacks is right. I watched the game last week. The way they playing. The way that offense look, Philly's dangerous. That's dangerous for Detroit. And who was right now leading everybody. They was the darling of the NFC, but Philly's coming right behind them and they roaring too. So if Philly could take care of the situation against Washington, but that's Washington too. That's Washington's time to hold serve too. Yeah. If Washington holds serve and put the licks on Philly, I don't get that young boy, don't trip. You know what I mean? So, I'm not really keen on Philly going to Washington and taking care of business. And remember, this is another divisional situation. So, nice game.
This is my upset.
I'm watching that game.
This is my upset of the week. I'm picking the Commanders to beat Philly.
Yeah, that's a big game this week.
This is one of those type of games Philly lose. They lost a game like this a couple of years ago when they were like undefeated. Right. Usually like this late in the season, when they scorching hot, they run into a team like the Commanders that just kind of cools them off again. Cools them off. So
but the Commanders are good,
I think this is that game.
This is not the Commanders of 2 years ago, last year. This is a whole different shit right now they got going. These boys is already in the playoff after in one rookie season, basically. That goes to show you how good that kid is, man. Jaden Daniels is good, man. He's good.
Shout out to, like we said, that first year coach caught lightning in the bottle. But there was not many pieces over there. But like you said, that quarterback came in and caught lightning in the bottle, man.
That was my favorite quarterback out the draft.
Yeah, sure was.
Sure enough,
number one.
Sure enough.
Fumble the game, man. Can you imagine if Caleb Williams don't pan out? Do you realize that Chicago, that would be 3 number 1 quarterback draft picks that flop? Trubisky.
Yep.
My boy that's over there in Pittsburgh,
Justin Fields.
Yep.
And then now Caleb Williams. Those all 3 of them were number 1, and they all had chances to pick a better quarterback all 3 years. They all had to, because the year they picked
I wouldn't say that yet.
Could have got Mahomes.
I wouldn't say Jaden. I think James Daniels had a better year than Caleb, but I don't think I still got faith in Caleb. I just think that coaching situation.
You think? You think so?
Yeah, I think the coaching was so bad.
You really think some of his tangibles needs working on those Stacks?
Yeah, I'm not ready to give up on Caleb yet.
I'm not giving up on him, but that's what I said. If he doesn't pan out,
Yeah.
I think Justin Fields, he could still be. The fact that they got rid of him, that's why you got to discount him because he may be good, but the fact that Chicago gave up on him, that was a failure.
I'm gonna tell you what, Stoney. You put Drake May in that Chicago. You put Drake May over there. I think that Chicago offense rolls. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Chicago's a good team. They need a coach.
A lot of people remember.
A lot of people take that team over.
A lot of people had Drake May rank higher than all them guys.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Even they was trying to put him above Penix, but even the year and the 2 years in the arm Penix had, they was still trying to putting Drake May above Penix at one point. That's why he went before Penix. You see what I'm saying? Penix.
And I think Drake May was the youngest one out of all of them too. True. Yeah, Penix was older, injury prone, stuff like that. But yeah, next game, man. We're gonna wrap this up because we're gonna run into Stony's breakdowns, Stony book. So Minnesota, we talked about it. Minnesota going into Seattle. Stoney said he still think Seattle might be able to hold serve and take care of Minnesota. Maybe I don't know who's the quarterback, who's the backup. You know, you say Geno. I didn't see Geno's injury. I think I know who's gonna be. Saw a little bit of Geno's injury. What happened? Sam Howell was over there.
Sam Howell. Yeah, I think I seen when I saw it. Like, did he get his arm or something? Was it in his hand?
No,
Geno's hand.
Geno Smith's knee.
His knee? Oh
yeah,
shit.
He hurt his knee. He had a knee injury.
Damn. And that's
but
tough.
They didn't rule him out. They didn't rule him out yet, though.
I think Sam Howell. I thought Washington was going to run with Sam Howell and not pick a quarterback. He had a decent year last year for them.
Yeah,
that's right. He came out of Washington. He came out the Commanders. That's right. Right. You're right. He wasn't that bad.
He's a North Carolina guy, right? T.
North Carolina. They got some quarterbacks coming out.
They got some quarterbacks over there, man.
So next one, I'm just going to talk about it because, New England's going down to Orchard Park.
That could be a bloodbath.
That's gonna be.
But I think look, Buffalo's they're gonna be real careful playing that game.
You think so?
Real careful. Yeah, man.
The way this boy went into Detroit and gave Detroit their money.
I think that stay low right there. They low right there.
Detroit's money last week. Literally took it.
Yeah, that was right now.
They can't afford to get any injuries, man. They cannot.
Any chance Buffalo has to embarrass New England, they're going to do it.
They're going to do it. I'm sure they will.
They're going to do it. They're going to run it a lot. They're going to run the ball a lot. You're totally right, Stacks. They're going to do that. They're going to embarrass us because why? We killed them too many times, bro.
Oh man, we used to mop the floor with those guys.
Think about it, man. It's like damn, man. Think about the 20-something years of Brady. They saw nothing.
We had an ill streak against them
prior to that. They wasn't seeing nothing. So
we see some like 17 games in a row.
Some shit, right, Stoney?
Oh, we had a crazy winning streak against them. Crazy. It was crazy, man. Put it this way, I don't think Brady never lost to them. I think he only lost to them maybe once. And that was when the second year, I think. And after that, it was a wrap. He hasn't lost to them since 2000. Like around, like in the 2000s, man. But
so, no bullshit. That is going to be, I'm going to watch it. They're going to go into Orchard Park. Let me see what they got. Fight. I just want to see the Patriots pull some guys that come out this 50-man, 53-man. I want to see some of the fight in some of these guys that's going on, like in this last 50 with the last 53. These last 2 games, 3 games. I want to see who's really, dogging. Like who's, Drake May ready to play. We got to see who else is ready to play. We're done. We're finished. But you got to make a statement. Let people know next season we're going to be there. You know what I mean? You can't go out on, so look what the Carolina Panthers are doing, right? They, their quarterback was almost out the league based on what people was thinking about this young boy. And now he's showing that he is a number one because he's starting to turn that team around.
So is.
You know? What's his name? What's his name? Say Stacks, what's his name?
God damn, you got me.
Who? For the Panthers?
Yeah, out of Carolina.
Oh shit.
See, that's funny. That's funny shit.
Bryce
Young.
Bryce Young. He was almost out the NFL door. People already was hanging. No. People was already they was close to calling him a bust. Not done, but a bust. Like remember, number one pick.
But they wasn't gonna somebody would have scooped his ass up.
Yeah, somebody would have scooped him.
Yeah, somebody. I'm not saying something, but you know what? He's showing now in these last few games. He's showing like, yo, he's it. And I give it to him. Like Stacks was saying when he's passed, we said it 2 weeks ago, like, oh, this kid Young, he's playing, you know, like he's looking good, he's looking decent. So shout out to him, man. He's gonna hold on to his job and maybe they might get better. Like, you know, you never know. Carolina might have something going, you don't know. That's what I want the Patriots to do, have something going. We could see something, like see a twinkle in the whole shit. Like, oh man, we got something going for next season. So those are some of the highlight games this week. But before we move on and call it a night, because we're almost over, we're gonna give you Stony Brook's last picks of the week as far as for this weekend's games, and we'll see you guys Sunday afternoon. Yeah, Stony, you can hit him up with that. Hit him up with those picks, Crow.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get the NFL out the way because I got 2 picks in the NFL and 2 picks for the college football playoffs. Starting tomorrow. So I'm gonna give you guys a total that I like for the NFL slate on Sunday. I'm gonna take the Giants and Falcons under 42 total for the game. These teams cannot score to save their lives. The Giants can't score. They horrible on offense. I think they ranked 30 something on offense. They just can't score the ball. Nor can't the Falcons. That's why Kirk Cousins lost his job. He won the game. But what was the problem? They couldn't score. They're seeing a lot of problems with this guy. I mean, you know, Penix might be the solution as far as scoring, but I don't think that the Falcons are gonna score that many points as well. So I'm picking that game under 42, Falcons versus the Giants. And the other game I like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man. I'm gonna take the Commanders plus 3.5 against the Eagles. You can even put a little bit on the money line because I'm gonna, you know, sprinkle a little bit on that money line too. I mean, I like the Commanders in this spot. The Eagles been flying high. So I think it's time to, like, you know, cool them off a little bit. And I think this is the game. So I'm taking the Commanders plus 3.5 against the Eagles. And I'm taking the under Giants Falcons under 42. And for my college picks real quick, I love these 2 plays. I'm taking Clemson plus 11. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on the money line. I think Clemson's going to get busy. Debo Sweeney, this is his time to shine. So take Clemson plus 11. And take Tennessee plus 7.5 against who they playing?
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Thanks, Stacks.
Wow.
Those are my plays.
Yo, thanks. Thanks, Stony. We respect that, man. That was Stony Brook's Stony Cook Sportsbook, but we call it Stony's Sportsbook, man. He's giving you guys every time we on this platform.
4-0, baby. 4-0.
We got some sportsbook information for you guys, man. Sean Doe was on earlier giving you guys his parlays for tonight's game. And it's been a good show. I love doing this with you guys, man. I jumped in right on from work and jumped right on the tube, man, because I was like, yo, I can't miss no, I was late. But I made it. We got it done. And we'll be back on Sunday. So with that being said, yo, fellas, I'll see you guys Sunday and enjoy the weekend.
Halftime score 57-54 Bulls over Celtics. I don't know how we got Celtics gear on, not mention the goddamn Celtics game.
Oh, no. Oh, go. No, because you know what? You know what? I did look at the score a while ago and we were up. And I was like, yo, I forgot y'all got all
It's never too early for that round ball. I done told y'all, man. I done told y'all.
Yeah. So
I know y'all football dudes. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, but it's like there's more important stuff going on right now.
It ain't never too early for the round ball classic.
Yeah, but you ain't worrying about no Celtics being down against the Chicago.
I got the ticket.
I know, but what do you think? Okay, so you just gave us a score. What do you think about that then?
I mean, I don't know. They've been off for a little bit. I mean, they can get close.
Man, these guys are trying to go back to back, man. They try, I love what they're doing. Instead of what they doing is no different with Popovich and the Spurs, but they doing it more low key. They're not blatant with it. You gotta understand, in basketball is one of the few sports, and you've seen it in documentaries, that when you deep in the playoffs, year after year after year, it takes its toll. Yeah, it takes its toll. Ask the Pistons, ask the Lakers, ask a lot of teams, even the Celtics. So this team, they're not like, I'll say, like sitting their players like Popovich was doing, making it, blatantly like in front of us, even causing complaints because people come to see this team. But I think they're not in high gear right now. They manage
cruising. They cruising.
Say they cruising. Yeah, they managing themselves. When they got to get busy, they'll get busy. But when they got to just,
Stacks want them to win. Stacks want them to win every game.
Nah. I don't want them to win every game.
But Stacks understand what's going on, man.
Win every game, B.
Playoffs, man, we got to be healthy. That's my main. I want to be healthy.
No, for real, no, Stacks. No, to talk about. I already told y'all how I feel about the basketball team.
Stony, how you think about? I like people sleep, man. But imagine it. I like if we pick up Ben Simmons. I would love that. I would love that too. I would love that. I mean, a guy like
you would welcome a Ben Simmons I would love with that. All the situations that he then had. Don't want to play.
I just think Ben just needs his confidence built up.
It's safe. I don't think it'll be a problem.
A bench guy.
Yeah, he come off the bench.
Oh yeah, he's coming off the bench, but he's leading that second unit. He's leading that.
Man. And people forget, before the situation, Ben Simmons was a fucking all-star. Defensive,
man. He's a great passer, great rebounder.
Not only that, Stoney, you remember, great. He was. I think Ben Simmons won Defensive Player of the Year. He was always on first team all defense.
Man, he has a lot of talent, man. And
and think about it, Stoney. If you want to play small ball, you could put Ben. People forget Ben's 6'10". You know what I'm saying? Ben could play the one. And I think Ben would just be happy. Ben Simmons, with a shot and his confidence built up, would average 12 to 15 assists with the Celtics.
Yes, easily.
I'm telling you that right
and
now.
That's what we need. I mean,
yeah.
Not that we need that, but that would be such a plus for us. You talk a team like us, a team that could, a player that can pass like that. You know how dangerous
and defend, Stoney, and defend.
Yeah, man, that's the recipe.
So y'all saying his time in Brooklyn is almost up?
Yeah,
is it Brooklyn?
Brooklyn already said it's a fire sale over there.
Yeah.
Hey, if I trust Stacks to say that if you think to throw to put some stock in Ben Simmons and bring him in.
I like Ben, man. I think Doc Rivers and Embiid threw him under the bus with the whole loss to the Hawks. I just think Ben got something in the tank, man. I think being around positive guys like JB, Horford, Holiday, and I think and then Stoney, you could kind of, when you with that second unit, you kind of run Pritchard off the ball and let him shoot. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about Pritchard. Got to worry about running the one, because right now Pritchard's cooking from the 3-ball line.
Cooking. And our defense, man. Our defense.
I like what you say.
Great basketball, man. We're playing some great basketball on the defensive side of things, man. I mean, we just got to stay healthy, man. We stay healthy.
And poor Zingis. And then Porzingis just scared me every time down.
Every time I see him play,
means I be nervous, like, yo, man.
Every time I see him play now, I mean, last year I didn't feel like that, but this year, oh my gosh, man! Every time I see him,
they're on top of his minutes, though. That's why I
you got to be with him, Stoney. You got to be.
Yeah. And don't put him in that.
Y'all make another move. Did I ask this question already last week about making a move for a big man before the deadline?
Ben Simmons would oversee that.
Would be the guy.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because you been 6'10", so you can do that shit. But same shit what Golden State does when they put Draymond at the 5. You could do that with Ben Stoney. You can do that.
I feel you.
Yeah, exactly. I think him and Draymond minus the threes. Yeah, they got that similar, type of play. Rebounding, passing. Draymond's a great passer, man. Great passer. Yes. He plays that defense. He was the enforcer. And what team was he on? He was on a team that scores the ball, shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
Great compliment to them.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Stacks, what else is going on in basketball before we jump off this nice show tonight? What else is going on?
A lot of people lost their draws with that cup game. Everybody thought OKC was going to run away with that, Stoney, right?
Yeah, they did.
Giannis went out there and thugged their ass out. Like, Giannis had something to prove that game. Right.
So Giannis, Milwaukee ended up with that cup?
Yeah, Milwaukee ended up with the cup.
Yeah,
shout out to Giannis. He gave up his piece and bought one of his players a house. Like, Giannis is a good dude, bro.
Oh, yeah. Giannis, he's a great guy, man. Humble.
Yeah. He's on. I don't like him because he got beef with him and JB be going at it. But if Giannis was playing for us, that'd be nice. You know what I mean? We'll be like a friggin' monster, like a four-headed monster. They wouldn't know what to do. But yes, I like Giannis. I haven't watched Giannis played in the past couple years. I'm gonna be 100 with you, Stacks. I haven't seen him this year, or I know he was hurt a couple times.
He has to stay healthy.
And that's the next thing. And I don't know how much of his game developed besides the beast down in the box. Stacks.
He'll dunk on your ass. He'll dunk on you.
So that's what I'm saying. If his game if he can't step back and hit that mid range, then you ain't really developing.
Yeah, he can still he's in the mid range now this year.
He's in the mid range.
Yeah,
because that's when those type of players are developing. Because now the high flying, the muscling down low, and dunking on people and all that shit. But when that starts to slow down a little bit, can you navigate your game or pivot your game to shooting that jumper, that mid range? Because you got to live and die by that, unless you got a good percentage from the 3-point line. So that's what I'm saying. Has Giannis, got better or blossomed as a player besides what he's used to? What I'm used to seeing from him. But I told you after Christmas time is this week coming up. I'm gonna be back into basketball. I told you I always use that weekend, those games, to get back in the fold of the ball. So I'm gonna jump on this tube. I might have to get this. What do you call it, Stacks? I might have to get that pass, that league pass.
The league pass, yep.
So I could get brushed up on my other teams that I don't know about. I don't know what's going on out there in the league. As far as some of these teams. I just know
it's still early.
I know it's still early,
man.
Yeah.
And once by the time when football, I'll say by All-Star break.
Yeah. All-Star break.
I'm gonna have some shit for that ass, man. As far as info, because that's a good amount of material to work with. There's a lot of players, a lot of teams still trying to find themselves, but by All-Star break, that's enough material to really.
Yeah, after the break, you'll know who's who. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. So, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Enjoy the week, man.
Sure.
Parlay with us. Peace. We out.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze, on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, what I'm